Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the It Girl Mindset. We are kicking off episode 2 of the Healthy, Hot, and Healed series. Like I mentioned, this series is all about me, which feels so weird to say, but I am usually in teacher mode when I'm recording these podcasts, but this is kind of like life updates, what I'm focusing on in the 3 pillars of my life, which is healthy, hot, and healed. So what these kind of look like. And if you haven't listened to the first one, you should go listen to that just for funsies. But every single month, I'm going to just give an update of what's going on in my life and then kind of some things that I'm working on, some habits, some mindset shifts, whatever it may be within the 3 pillars of healthy, hot, and healed. So I'm also going to be going over like if I actually stuck with what I said. And the last episode, I only recorded that 2 weeks ago, but that's because I just decided I wanted to do it and it sounded fun. But after this, they will be every other month. I just want to like recap every month just because I like go through my Google Photos and I just look and see all the fun things that went on and I like write notes and yeah. So this is just to give you an inside look of my life and things I'm working on, habits I'm working on. So let's get into it. Welcome to the It Girl Mindset, where I help you step into the next level version of yourself by mastering your mindset, manifesting your deepest desires, and connecting deeply with your body. It's about becoming the most authentic, radiant, unapologetic, and unbothered version of yourself. Together, we're going to chat about how to unlock your true potential and create a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're ready to become the healthiest, hottest, and most abundant version of yourself, you're in the perfect place. Let's get into it. We are really starting off strong here. The first thing that happened in March, how is it already April? My mind is just blown. It's so crazy to me that it's already April. I feel like yesterday was the New Year's. But okay, we are already into Q2. But anyways, the first thing that happened in March was I made a really big business decision and started this new venture that I'm so excited to share with you guys. And I've only told a couple of people what the business is and some of my clients, and they are like freaking out. They're so excited. They were like, oh my God, this is like gonna be huge and you're meant to do this. So I'm really excited about that. But again, I know this is so annoying. I hate when people are like, I made a decision and they don't tell you what it is, but I'm going to be talking about it very, very soon. I'm just still like in the creating the content that goes in that phase. So that is all I'm going to say about that for now. But this business decision honestly changed the trajectory of like my future and what I see myself doing, because for so long I envisioned this one specific future and I saw myself and visualized and just all of these this idea of what my future was going to look like. And that has since shifted. And I just think it makes sense with everything that I've gone through, how I want to help people. And I think it's really going to change the way women feel in their bodies for good. And I am so excited. I'm so excited. The next life update that happened in March is I shot a 95 in golf. And that is something, if you're not super familiar with golf, when I first started playing, like about a year ago. Actually, seriously, I've played here and there. My dad and brother always wanted me to be obsessed with golf, but I never really was. But I usually would get like 120 or 110 or whatever. But I have honestly improved pretty quickly over the last year compared to how often I've actually been playing. So I shot a 95, which is like a huge accomplishment for me. And golf is so funny because it's like one of those, it's like a mind game. It's like if you care too much, you just play like shit. So I was really proud of myself for that because golf has not been easy for me because I hate being bad at things. And I feel like I haven't been a beginner in something in a long time. Well, now. So other than pole classes, which I told you guys about, but I just haven't been a beginner in a while, and golf is just very humbling. Another life event that happened in March is I went snowboarding with my family. We got a cabin. The last couple years, we've been going to the same cabin that we rent. It's in North Star, and it is such a vibe because we don't even have to drive to the actual we don't even have to drive to the actual resort. We get picked up in a bus. They have like this bus system that just takes you to the lift, and it's so nice. But it was super fun, super chill. The snow was okay. It's literally dumping in Tahoe right now, which is sad because, not sad, but I have FOMO because we were going to LA this weekend, but I have not really gotten one good powder day this year, which is really sad. We've been so spoiled the last couple years and have had like the most amazing snow. And yeah, this year was not that, which is fine. But I haven't really gotten a good powder day, which is fine, honestly, because I got a board that's not meant for powder this year. So I guess maybe I did that to myself. Also, this Poppy, so fire. It's the Doc Pop. So fire. So fire. It tastes like Dr. Pepper. Anyways, so yeah, snowboarding with the fam. It was fun. My niece is so funny. She, is really hard on herself if she's not like immediately good at something. Like, she's a pro gymnast. I feel like she's going to the Olympics. Like, I'm saying that right now. I'm manifesting that because she is so much better than anyone her own age. She practices nonstop. Like, she is so intense. But again, like I said, like sometimes think if she's not immediately good at something, she gets really frustrated. And snowboarding, she only goes like a couple times a year. But I was like, okay, me and you, like, let's go learn toe side turns. She was not having it. So, and my brother, her dad was like trying to teach her, and she was just like getting annoyed with him. And I was like, Cora, like, your dad's the one who taught me how to snowboard, and look how good I am. And she did not care. She was not having it. But anyways, yeah, it was a very chill trip, and still got some good snowboarding in, even if the snow wasn't the best. Another thing that happened is I bought this Lulu dupe set on Amazon. It's linked on my Amazon storefront. It's this red set. I think it's like CRZ Yoga or whatever, and it is so cute. I wear it all the time, and honestly, I don't know if I'll ever buy Lulu again. Actually, that's probably not true, but these dupes are so good. Like, the material of them, the stretchiness, the comfort. So I got it in red, and it's just a sports bra and leggings, and I'm obsessed. So definitely look at my Amazon storefront. It's linked in the description, and get yourself a pair. Even if you don't like the red, they have so many colors, and it's so cute. Also in March, this is more recent. This is literally in the last week, which I'll talk a little bit more, but I dialed the fuck up on my nutrition. If I'm being so real with myself, I have tried to convince myself, I'm like, I just need to eat more veggies. I just need to eat more plants. It's like, if you just say you need to do that rather than actually doing it, it's not helping. And I finally took my own advice and was like, okay, actually get real with yourself. You're not actually prioritizing this. What do you need to shift in breakfast? What do you need to shift in lunch? What do you need to shift in dinner? And I've been having this smoothie for the last week. Actually, I literally think it's been 3 days, but I don't know. I've had this like weird relationship with smoothies lately because it sounds so gross. And I have come to this realization it's because I've been having the same smoothies every single day instead of switching it up. Like, I used to be smoothie obsessed, and I would like create these like crazy, not crazy, I guess it's probably not crazy to most people, but all these different recipes that were super fun and tasted so good. And I kind of forgot about that. And I made the smoothie. It literally has cucumber, spinach, zucchini. I know that sounds weird, but you can't even taste it. And it just feels, I don't know, I just feel healthy eating it. And banana, mango, protein powder, flaxseed. That's it. And it is so good. Packed with veggies, packed with fiber, and it tastes delicious. So I've been having that. And it's hitting. And it's reminding me of how little vegetables I have been eating and how little plants I have been eating. And again, I'm going to go into this when I talk about like what I'm focusing on for April, but I just wanted to say that I finally took my own advice and stopped freaking talking about it and actually took the action to eat healthier and like dial up my nutrition. Okay, another life update. So I just feel like sitting back. Whoa. So another life update. Long story short, I've been really comparing myself to other people on social media recently. And even there's this one girl who I love her page. I love everything that she's about. I think she's so cool and her body is amazing. And I saw she was going to the gym like every morning. And I was like, you know what? If she's going to do that, I'm going to do that. And so these last couple of weeks, I've kind of been more intense with going to the gym in the mornings and like lifting heavier. And honestly, my body doesn't love that. My body does not love how I feel when I lift heavy. Like I've been so bloated for the last couple of weeks. Obviously, there's other factors that go into that, but I don't know. I kept trying to fit myself in this box of I need to do this because this is what other people are doing in terms of my workouts, when that's kind of straying away from what I actually believe in. Like, yeah, I'm still doing intuitive movement and stuff like that, but sometimes in my brain, I'm like, ooh, she looks that way and I want to look that way. So therefore I should do her workouts, when that's not how it works. I'm never going to be able to stick with it. I'm only doing it because I see some other girl doing it and I want to look like her. So I just wanted to say this because, you know, obviously I help women with body confidence and body image, but I still have my own shit that I'm working on where it's like, wait, I had to like pull myself back and be like, wait, actually, I'm doing exactly what I guide my clients away from doing. And sometimes, like, I even actually had somebody point this out to me. I was working with a mentor and she kind of said that. She was like, wait, actually, I think like you're kind of like doing things for other people. Or honestly, I think she asked me a question. I came up with that on my own. But I was like, whoa, I am doing that. Like I'm literally not listening to my body. I'm doing things because I want to look like somebody else. Anyways, long story short, I just want to tell you that I also still have some weird body image days in comparison. Even though I am in a really good place with my body, there are days and times when I have bad body image days and I am looking at other people, comparing myself, especially online, and trying to do their workouts when I know that's not actually what makes me feel good. So just wanted to share that with you guys because I know from the outside looking in, you think that one day magically everything's fixed, and that's not how it works. It's always going to be an ever evolving, changing with the seasons. So I just wanted you guys to know that. A few other things that have been just making me happy and what I have kind of been doing in March is I just started filming recipes again. You guys, this is so fun. I honestly forget. I actually interviewed someone on my podcast, Allie. If you haven't listened to that podcast, shouts out Allie if you're listening. I recorded a podcast episode with her and she mentioned, she's like, you should record recipes. And I was like, whoa, I actually haven't done that in so long. That sounds super fun because right now I'm just following my joy with whatever it is, with work, with creation, with things that make me happy. Like I'm following the joy. And I recorded it and I was like, oh my God, I forgot how fun it is not only to cook, but also record, and also editing those kind of videos are really fun for me too. So that's another thing I've been doing, and more recipes to come. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go do that at Ashley Robutz, ASHLEYROBUTZ. The link is in the show notes too, but I made these no-bake protein bars. They're made out of chickpeas and they are so good. You need to try them. Me and Eric already finished all of them. I posted then you'll have your protein bars for the week. And Eric was like, that's what I put in the voiceover. And he's like, not for the week. We already finished them. I'm like, you're right. We finished them in 3 days. They're just so good. But anyways, recipes like that has been super fun for me to film those again. And then March, okay, a couple other fun things we did. We celebrated Eric's birthday. It was his 30th birthday. So that was fun. I did a little surprise dinner for him, but literally there were multiple people in my family that casually mentioned my dad. I don't think my dad listens to these, but I don't want to call him out, but I might. I guess I am. But he was like, we were golfing. He's like, we'll see you this weekend, right? And I was like, no, because it's a surprise. My mom also did something. Just everybody was, which is fine. It didn't need to be a surprise. My heart wasn't set on that, but so he pretty much knew, but it was fine. It was still good. We went to Cucina, this Italian restaurant in Petaluma, and it is so good. I get this, what is it? Shoot, what is it called? Rigatoni. It's like the sausage and pasta. Oh my God, it's so good. There was a time when I would go to Italian restaurants and order a salad. I'm not saying the salad is the side, okay? I'm not having that as my main meal, but like how sad. I was like I'd be so anxious about going out to eat that I felt like I had to order something like super healthy or else I didn't want to go. I'm so glad I'm not in that place anymore. Okay, lastly, I went to San Diego with my family. One of my cousins got married. It was such a beautiful wedding. And I played golf one day while we were down there because we didn't go to the rehearsal dinner, but my parents did. So it was me, my brother, and Eric, and we played golf, and it was like the most stunning course. And it was so nice to be in good weather. I am grateful for the rain and the water. So grateful, but I am so ready for some sunny days. The day we got back, it was like 80 degrees in Petaluma, and I laid outside in my backyard, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I actually realized how much the sun has been affecting me, or lack of sun has been affecting me until I was in the sun, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm in heaven. Also, I'm so ready to be tan. I'm so ready. We are going to Hawaii in April this month, so I am so excited. My uncle has a place. That's why I go every single year, is because my uncle has a place there and he gives us a really good deal on it. And so yeah, it's like almost silly not to go. Also, usually we use a buy one get one free plane ticket because I have an Alaskan credit card, but I honestly have beef with them right now because long story short, they used to have straight flights from where I'm located, like the Bay Area, to Hawaii. And now that they acquired Hawaiian Airlines, the buy one get one free plane ticket doesn't work with that. And so if I want to use my buy one get one free plane ticket, it only works on Alaska specific flights, even though they acquired Hawaiian Airlines, so shouldn't it be included in that? With the Alaska Airlines, it would take me like 12 hours to get to Hawaii. They don't have a straight flight there. This is so first world problems, and I literally hate complaining about this. But I'm like, I originally got the Alaska credit cards because of the buy one get one free plane ticket, and because it's such a good deal to go to my uncle's place in Hawaii. And so anyways, long story short, I ended up using miles because I had a bunch of miles to use. But I don't know. I feel like they bamboozled me. Like they took away the only straight flights to Hawaii. And so now it's like it's going to take 12 hours to get to Hawaii if I want to use my buy one get one free plane ticket when it's a 5.5, 6 hour flight. Anyways, I know that's such a first world problem and I am grateful to be going. I just felt very bamboozled by Alaska Airlines, and yeah, I actually wrote them a very strongly worded email, and they pretty much said, sucks. This is our policy. Read the fine print. And I was like, but you changed it. That's the thing, is I used to be able to use it, and now I can't. Anyways, okay, rant over. But anyways, those are kind of like the life updates, what's been going on. It's been nice. I know I went to San Diego last weekend, but other than that, I've been kind of like home, haven't been traveling that much, but now this month we've got lots of traveling to do. I'm going to LA at a retreat. I get to meet my mentor Marley in person, and I'm freaking out. I'm so excited. And then so it's just a quick weekend trip, and we're driving down there. We also have a wedding in Sacramento, or like a reception, and then that's the weekend after. And then the weekend after that, I think we go to Hawaii, or maybe we have one weekend in between. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. I'm so excited for this weather to be warm. Also so excited for Hawaii because I'm going to golf there. I've literally hated golf up until this last year. And so we're going to bring our golf clubs, and my uncle's place is right on a golf course. So it's going to be so fun. I'm so excited. Anyways, now that we've got the life update done, let's go into the healthy, hot, and healed and what I'm focusing on. So like I said, I dialed my nutrition up. I'm finally not just talking about it, I'm actually doing it. I feel like I've been so annoyed with myself because I kept saying I'm going to do something with my like eating more plants, and I haven't really taken the action. And I'm not one of those people. Like if I say I'm going to do something, I fucking do it, no questions asked. That's how you build trust with yourself, and I trust myself to get shit done. And so I was annoying myself that I wasn't doing it, and I finally took the action. I'm like, okay, we're going to the store right now. And I'm also focusing on diversity of plants, not just like the same vegetables I eat, like frozen broccoli, something we have all the time, which is not a bad thing, but it's like my gut needs a diversity of plants. So we've been focusing on, like I've been making that smoothie like I told you about, just starting my day off with that. And I truly feel like when I start my day off with something like that, which is rich with like nutrients and veggies and plants. And I just crave that the rest of the day. That's what I've noticed this last week. When it comes to hot, I've told you guys my acne story a ton, but I think I found the culprit, which is I have found black mold in my bathroom. Like, it's so interesting, and this is a sign to listen to your intuition, because when I first started working with my naturopath, I was like, I wonder if there's like mold in my house, blah, blah, blah. Like I own this house and it's not new by any means, and but I never really saw any mold. And so she was like, no, that's like a last resort. We'll kind of like, if it's like, we'll test that later on if we need to. I found black mold, and my acne started acting up right actually when I moved into this house. I used to joke that it was Eric because we started dating almost at the exact time that I bought this house. So I thought, part of me thought like my body felt safe enough to actually like heal from the inside out, because I was like in such a fight or flight, stressed out state before I met him, and he's just such a calm presence that I thought, oh, maybe my body felt safe enough to like actually heal the things that are going on instead of suppressing them. No idea. That's just what I thought. That's just what I thought. And found out that I actually have black mold in my bathroom. So I honestly think that, yeah, I think that hopefully is the culprit. I feel a sense of relief, because it's like, okay, I've been so hard on myself, because I'm like, okay, maybe I need to eat less sugar. Maybe I need to have less caffeine. Like, maybe I need to meditate more. Maybe I need to be less stressed. Maybe I need to, and I've gone back and forth in my head so much, and it's been so exhausting, and it's just made me feel like I'm not doing enough. And just knowing that that's actually not what it is, and there actually is a cause of this, and it's not you, and it feels good to like have some direction now. I also did take 2 more intense tests from my naturopath. One is like a more intense stool test, the gut health test. Those are literally traumatizing. But anyways, did another one of those, and then I also had to do an oats test. And that is actually a pee test. So it's just gonna give a better picture of what's going on internally with my gut health, and if I have, what is it called? If I have like yeast overgrowth in my gut, candida. If I have candida overgrowth, because that's what she kind of thought I had, but this test will actually confirm that. So yeah, I'm feeling excited. Another thing that I did in March for hot is I got my lips done and I got botox. I don't think I've actually ever talked about this on social media at all. I don't get a ton of anything done, but I think it's been like a year and a half since the last time I got my lips done. I've probably gotten them done like 5 times total, and then I've only gotten Botox. This is like my 2nd or 3rd time or something like that. And I don't do it often, and I want it to look really, really natural. I feel like every time people see me, or if I tell them I get my lips done, they're like, what the heck? Like, you do? I had no idea. But if you look at older pictures of me, oh my God, I had to renew my passport. And I looked at my passport picture. I think I took it in college. You guys, who is she? Literally, I have no idea who she is. Eric literally was like, who are you and what did you do with my girlfriend? Like, I look so different. It is insane. And obviously, like, I've gotten a little bit of Botox and I've gotten my lips done, and that definitely, my lips, I feel like really change my face a lot. But it's just so wild. And also, I will say, like, back then, I have so much love for her, though, because I was so horrible and so mean to myself and leaned on alcohol for confidence. And I have so much love for that younger version of me. But yeah, it's just crazy. I look so different. Anyway, so yeah, got my lips, got Botox. I literally only get half a syringe in my lips one time. This lady, I go to a different place now, but the first place that I went to, I'm not going to name drop anything, but she like peer pressured me into getting a ton of Botox and my lips done. I went in there just being like, I want to get a half syringe like I always do. And she's like, are you sure? Like, that's not going to do anything. And she kind of like, I felt like she peer pressured me into it. And so I said, okay, fine. Like you're the doctor, you know what like looks best or whatever. Oh my God, my lips were huge. And then I wasn't going to get Botox. I was like, no, like maybe next time. And she probably is like, oh, we're like having a deal or whatever. And you might as well just like get them done at the same time so you don't have to come back. And like, she was really selling it. And so I was like, okay, fine. I look back at pictures of that or videos and pictures, and my face looks stiff. I look scary. And this was like when me and Eric first started dating too. Like I'm a shapeshifter. I feel like I've gone through so many phases, but like that honestly scared me for a long time. I didn't get Botox or my lips done for a long time because I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I felt. And I don't know. I felt like really upset because I felt like she peer pressured me into getting these things. And, especially like I was in a place where my acne was like just starting to break out and I just wanted to feel better about myself. And this doctor telling me like, you should do this, do this. Oh, you're going to look so good with this when I'm in like such a vulnerable place. And I'm not saying that she knew that. And I definitely could have said no. I'm not putting all the blame on her, but I like got really afraid of going in there and I never went back to that place again. And I found a new place called Real. It's in Santa Rosa and I love Kelsey. Like she's the girl who does it and she's amazing. And yeah, she like makes my lips look super natural. And I told her my horror stories and she knows that. She's like, nope, we're going to make you natural. Like, don't worry. So, but even still, like I haven't been to her in a year and a half. So I'm not one of those people that goes all the time. And I'm not one of those people that I want to look unnatural. But yeah, I'm like, do what makes you feel good. Okay. I think I also stopped for a while because I was afraid of other people's opinions, which like no one even fucking knows. Like no one even notices, but I notice. And it's more about me than other people. Actually, it's all about me. It has nothing to do with other people. I want to do it for me. So anyways, I know I've never really openly talked about that on here, but that's just something that I wanted to share with you guys. And it's okay to do what makes you feel good, but also make sure you're doing it for you and you're not getting peer pressured in any way, okay? Anyway, so that's the hot. And then healed, I just wanted to say, like, I have had some insane growth and change over this last, 8 months, but especially in this last month, like, and there was a point, and I've been talking to my mentor about this, where she's like, you're being initiated. You're going to this full mind, body, soul detox right now, and you're completely transforming into a butterfly. And I can't even describe to you how different I feel and how safe I feel in my body and how much confidence I have in myself and how much clarity I have. And yeah, and even like last week, I was like, I'm so fucking tired of healing. Like I just had this moment where I like broke down and I was like, I'm so fucking tired of healing. Like I just want to feel good. Like why am I the one that has to like heal and do all these things? And I think what people don't talk about is like the other side of healing is like absolute magic. It is freedom and just like constant joy and happiness. And sometimes you got to go through hard shit to get to the other side. I don't know. I just think about like whenever there's like a thunderstorm or it's raining, there's always like this beautiful rainbow at the other side. And that's what healing is it fucking sucks going through it. I'm not going to pretend that it's easy, but on the other side of healing is so fucking magical. And I've been going through some really intense things with just personal things that are going on. And it's felt really hard. And I like for a moment last week, I was like, I just want to be done healing. Like, and even on Monday, so it's Wednesday today when I'm recording this. And on Monday, I took a full mental health day. I kept telling myself I'm going to rest this weekend. Like that's what I planned to do last weekend. I was like, I'm going to rest. My body needs rest. I'm craving it. Like I just need to like be in a TikTok black hole and do absolutely nothing. And I didn't do that. I kind of was like pushing through and like getting things done. And I kept saying like, after I finish this, then I will. After I finish this, then I will. And anyways, long story short, I never ended up resting. And so Monday I woke up and had this weird health thing happen and it freaked me out. And I just like, everything caught up to me and I just like started crying my eyes out. And I was like crying on and off all day. And I have this weird relationship with rest sometimes where it's really hard for me to just rest and be okay with it, and not being productive is like, it's challenging for me sometimes because I feel like I'm not doing enough, and something that I'm working through, of course, but I had to just like release control and just release any expectations and just let myself be. And holy shit, I needed that so bad. Like, and like I said, my mentor was like, you're going through a detox, because I was crying on and off and didn't really know why. It wasn't one specific thing. Like, I had a massive headache all day, and I honestly feel like I came out of that day a new fucking human. Like, I woke up yesterday and I feel like something energetically has just completely shifted for me. Not only like personal stuff, but just like even today or yesterday I did this. I'm in a mindset course right now, and we had to practice coaching on each other as like one of the activities. And the girl Jordan, who she's gonna come on the podcast, I'm so excited. Who I was coaching, she was like, "Wow, your clients must love you," and was just like hyping me up, and it felt so good. And even today, I had a client call, and it was our final client call, and like her words and how she was just telling me how much I had changed her life and how different she feels. And she even said, she's like, people used to be afraid of me and like not want to fuck with me, and they told me that when I had a baby, that's what changed me, and it wasn't me having a baby, it was working with you. And I was like, oh, like literally my heart just like melted, and we were both like about to cry. And I don't know, I just feel like energetically something has shifted, and I just feel more free, and I just feel so much more clarity on what I've gone through and why, and like what my future has the potential, no, not even the potential, what my future is going to be. And I'm just so fucking excited. I'm so grateful for my mentors. I'm so grateful for my clients. Just hearing how I've impacted their life, in not only physically, because that's what I work on clients with, but just how I've actually changed their other parts of their lives. And I was talking with this client too, and when she first started working with me, she thought about food 24/7. 24/7, it was all she could think about, positive or negative, and she doesn't even think about food anymore. She thinks about food when she's hungry, if she needs to eat something, if it's going to make her feel good or not, but it's not all consuming. And she was really telling me how like she doesn't worry about her body anymore, and she just focuses on being in the present moment, like living her life. She doesn't focus on like when she goes to events, like, oh, what food am I going to eat? How is this going to impact my body? She gets to just like be present and be there and enjoy herself. And it just makes me so happy. So I feel like something energetically has shifted for me, and I feel like my reality is reflecting that back to me. And I also got invited on this big podcast, and like he said in the email that so many women that listen to his podcast also listen to my podcast, and he wants to interview me. And just like, yeah, I just feel like everything's shifting, and I'm so excited, and all this healing is worth it. I just want you to know, if you're here listening and you are doing the hard work, you're journaling, you're figuring out your emotions, you're dealing with the hard wounds, 95% of the people aren't willing to do that. And it's not easy work. I feel like the self-development world can make it seem like all of this personal development stuff is easy, but it's not. Like, we've got wounds and childhood trauma and like all this stuff, and it's not easy to look at that shit, okay? And if you're doing that, I'm so proud of you. And if you're not and you want to, like I said, it's magic on the other side. And wow, this is a rant that I was not expecting to have. But I think it's important. And yeah, the darkest parts of healing, there's always just so much magic and light at the end. And I think I'm finally feeling the magic come to fruition. So I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling really excited about this next era of life, and I'm proud of myself for not giving up on me, because this shit is hard. Owning a business is hard, life in general is hard, okay? But yeah, it's just been an interesting ups and downs, and I don't know, I just feel like April's going to be so freaking magical, and I'm so excited. Anyways, again, what I'm focusing on in March, like I talked about, is just really making sure I'm dialing on my nutrition, and not just saying it, but actually taking the action. I'm working heavily on this new business venture that I'm so freaking excited for you guys to hear about. And I'm really focusing on detoxing too after finding this black mold, like drinking dandelion tea, dry brushing, like not only with nutrition, but also with like taking care of my body, physical things. Like I'm probably not going to do any high intensity exercise at all since my body is detoxing and going through a lot. I'm going to focus on like walks and like gentle movement and like lighter weights and Pilates and stuff like that. And then I'm just going to keep going with my healing journey. I think once you get to the rainbow side, you're like, oh, okay, if I can get through that, like I can heal anything. So just really, focusing on like setting boundaries and just having so much fucking trust in myself that I don't care if I make someone upset by telling the truth or whatever it may be. Like I have to do what's best for me. And if someone takes that the wrong way, it's saying more about them than it is about me. So I just need to, what I want to do is just fully trust every fucking thing that I'm doing and just go all in on my next level self. So I'm feeling really good and I'm feeling really excited. And if you stayed and listened to me rant until the end, I freaking love you so much. I'm so excited. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Like, I don't think you understand, podcasting is my favorite thing in the whole entire world. And if you are here listening every single week, I am so grateful for you. And if no one has told you today, I am so proud of you. Again, life has so many ups and downs, and the fact that you are taking the time to work on your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, like I'm just so proud of you because a lot of people aren't willing to do that. And if you love this podcast episode or you love this podcast in general, it would mean the absolute world to me if you rated and reviewed it. If you want to just rate it on Apple Podcasts, all you have to do is scroll to the top and click the stars at the top. It takes like 2 seconds. And then if you want to write a review, that also just like means the world to me. And you could do that on Apple Podcasts. And again, the link is down in the show notes. So you could just click on that, write a little review. And yeah, it would mean the world to me if this has like changed your life or changed your habits. Also DM me on Instagram. I want to know. I've gotten a couple messages over the last couple weeks of people just saying how much this has impacted their life. And if you shared with me if it has changed your life at all, or if you've gotten any value from this, it really makes my day, and I would love to hear that, and I would love to hear from you. So anyways, thank you so much for being here and listening to me rant about my own life and what I'm working on, and just a daily reminder that no one's perfect at anything. I still have bad body image days. I still have habits that I'm trying to add into my life, and sometimes it's easy and sometimes it's not. And it's just about figuring out what works for you and your lifestyle. And yeah, anyways, I'm proud of you. I love you. I'll stop rambling now and I'll catch you in the next episode.